The 1960s were a time period of reformation and new challenges for the minorities of the United States of America. Firstly, many new rights were passed to help minorities vote. The 15th Amendment granted voting rights to African American men. There were many obstacles they faced. If they did not answer the questions they were faced with correctly, then they would not be able to vote. They would also have to pay money in order to vote. They would use intimidation to stop blacks from voting. The next project for civil rights would change the country as a whole.
They would also have to pay money in order to vote. They'd use intimidation to stop blacks from voting. The next project for civil rights would change the country as a whole and bring on many new civil rights. The Freedom Summer was a 1964 voter registration project in Mississippi, part of a larger effort by civil rights groups such as the Congress on Racial Equality and the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee to expand black voting in the South. After this, 3 terrible murders happened. They were killed by Edgar Ray Allen, who was a white supremacist. These campaigns would go on to cause new reformation for voting rights, helping make the Selma to Montgomery March. The Selma to Montgomery marches, which included Bloody Sunday, were 3 marches that marked the political and emotional peak of the American Civil Rights Movement. They were the culmination of the voting rights movement in Selma, Alabama, launched by Amelia Boynton Robinson and her husband. Robinson brought many prominent leaders of the American Civil Rights Movement to Selma, including Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Jim Bevel, and Hosea Williams. Bloody Sunday occurred on March 7, 1965, when 600 civil rights marchers were attacked by state and local police with billy clubs and tear gas. Only the third and the last march successfully made it into Montgomery, Alabama. When this was all said and done, Lyndon B. Johnson would take action signing the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which would let any African American vote for whoever they wanted. The Voting Act would also eliminate voting discrimination and preclearance voting, which broke a part of participation in the South. The United States would issue the 24th Amendment, which ratified the amendment to outlaw anyone from paying a poll tax to vote. More blacks voted because they didn't have to pay the poll tax to vote. Later in the years, blacks started serving in Congress. After this, separation was imposed by law. All in all, the 1960s were a time of change in America. New opportunities and challenges presented themselves to minorities. New voting reformation came from the Voting Acts of 1965, which eliminated discrimination in the communities. Then the United States ratified the amendment to stop anyone from paying a poll tax. Lastly, the young people of minorities became empowered to do something. Social change happened, causing better equality for all. The new opportunities helped blacks and other minorities move into better neighborhoods and provide better opportunities for their children. The children of the parents achieved new social heights, graduating from college, helping their communities, becoming lawyers, becoming doctors, and all in all, helping everyone. All in all, the people of minorities became empowered to do something, resulting in new reformation and new amendments which helped America achieve the dream of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.